What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve.
I'm Lindsay.
Today we're going to be checking out how traditional Cornish pasties are made. Now, I don't really know what a Cornish pasty is.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, pasty or pasties.
I feel like in the past they've been mentioned and I've said pasty, and I feel like I was corrected in the comments. So I think it is pasty.
I think here we would probably call it pasty because of pastry.
Yeah.
But maybe you guys call it pasty, and I'm not even sure if it's short for pastries or something. What is,
I don't think so.
I have no idea, guys. I've obviously heard of this. Well, I've seen it wrote somewhere. I don't think I've ever heard someone say the name.
Item, but that's about the experience.
Yes, I can picture it in my head a little bit. I think I've seen them in passing where it kind of looks like a hot pocket, kind of like a bready sandwich thing that holds certain delicious goods,
Fillings.
if you will. Yes,
That
certain
sounds good.
fillings.
This is Cornwall, right? Cornish pasties.
I've heard there's differences. There's like traditional, and then there's like, I don't know if it'd be modern or if it's like just, I have no idea. Guys, I don't know anything about these if you can't tell, but I know of them. I think this is something that's probably pretty popular in the UK and probably specifically in certain regions, maybe like around the Cornwall area. I'm guessing these are very popular. But guys, I thought it would be interesting to see how these are made and kind of see what we're missing out on since we don't have access to these. So guys, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and check out how traditional Cornish pasties are made.
Oh
wow, those are stuffed.
Cornwall, and as you can see, I've already got my Cornish pasty right here. It's robust enough not to break, and actually being so portable is the reason why pasties are so beloved here in Cornwall. It was because miners would take them down the mine with them to have for lunch. The times have changed, the mines have closed, but the pasties have stayed. How did they do it?
Okay, guys.
Side note.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, first of all, that looks delicious.
That's what I was going to say.
Second of all, the scenery is also delicious. Look how beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that makes sense. I can see how this kind of like pocket.
It's all-encompassing meal.
What a good lunch.
And it probably stays hot for a while because it's enclosed.
Right, I was thinking it probably stays at least warm for quite a bit. So if you go down in the mornings, it's probably still somewhat warm a few hours later.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I have no idea. But
dang, that was awesome.
Did you see when it got close up how it looked very flaky?
Yeah.
Yes.
This looks top tier.
That looks good, guys. I'm excited to see how this is made.
We're here to find out.
Licking my lips.
Those are
stuffed. The key to keeping a pasty together when it's filled to the brim is all about the pastry itself. This type of pastry is neither puff nor short crust. It's called rough crust.
Rough crust.
Made with flour, lard, butter, salt, and water, rough crust is kind of the best of both worlds. This pastry has a slight flakiness to it, which makes it more flexible than short crust. But since the butter and the dough are mixed together and not laminated, there aren't as many delicate layers as in a puff pastry. But don't worry, I didn't say we wouldn't get any layers at all. Some will still be there. This is because fresh dough is folded over with leftover pastry from the day before to create some air.
So you see there how the pastry's getting thinner, and we'll go back and forward until we get the right thickness.
Which is about this one.
Yes, for the pasty rounds themselves.
That's an art form.
You create the folds in the pastry to create some air in the process to give that rough puff texture. We don't want to go to a full puff pastry because it wouldn't hold the contents.
Yeah, that's great.
But just to make the pastry a bit lighter than a short crust pastry,
because that will break.
Which can feel very hard.
Those are big.
Like a custom tool that you have.
I will not tell you the code to the safe where this goes. Because without this, we can't make pasties. This is a 7.5-inch pasty ring.
Okay.
This is a medium pasty.
And what's medium? Like handmade, just custom made?
Yes.
Look how big
and this is the large pasty ring.
My
That's
goodness.
A 9-inch pasty ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like the size of a pizza.
We use in an Olympic sport. What's
it could. Yes, it could. Yes, it could be curling. Couldn't it? Yeah.
Curling. Is it sharp?
Not particularly. We have had this one sharpened recently.
So the person who sharpens this is somebody you trust.
Yes.
Dude, he's good.
Give this away.
He doesn't overlap at all.
He has to sign for it.
Our robust but flaky rough crust is ready to meet with its other half, the filling.
We use a very scientific measuring device called a cup.
All the fillings are humble ingredients like potatoes and onions.
Potato,
And their
onion.
usage goes hand in hand with the humble origins of the Cornish pasty itself. Each ingredient is also there to aid the portable nature of the pasty.
Oh,
Potatoes
yes.
are waxy and keep their shape when baked. Swede, or turnip in Cornish, adds sweetness. I'm told using carrots is sacrilege.
No carrots. You can't eat carrots.
I started saying, I don't think I'd want carrots in this, but that look how how filling that would be.
I was gonna
no
say
pun intended.
that is like a mountain of filling. I
No
can't
pun
even
intended?
believe.
Wait, it's filling. You get it?
I'm just shocked that they can fit it all in there. And
I know. I'm thinking that too. And then they're going to put meat on that, guys. It's not cooked obviously, but I can tell that would be so filling. I keep on saying that, and looks like it'd be really delicious. I wonder what the seasoning is. Obviously, it looks like a little pepper,
salt.
but
I don't know.
Oh man, I'm curious though. What is the potato like? Is it soft, very soft, or is
it's
it?
probably kind of like baked potato, I would think.
I wonder if it's
Or
got
steamed potato.
I wonder if it's crisp at all inside.
I doubt it.
I wonder if the onions at least stay somewhat crispy, because that's what I would hope.
Yeah, onions would have a little bite.
I think that would be good to have a little bit of bite, like where the onions don't get too soft. But I think this looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty genius.
Yes.
Onions and seasoning add flavor, and beef and butter
Beef
provide
and
the
butter.
basis to create a nice gravy, as they say around here.
A nice
At
gravy?
St. Agnes Bakery, they use a cut of beef.
Look
called
at that
rump
beef.
skirt.
Looks
Rump
great.
skirt is the quality end of the skirt part of the
Skirt steak?
the animal. There's
they
only
ground
a
it?
few kilograms per carcass. It's about twice the cost of the ordinary skirt, but what you get is a much more
It's a
luxurious
lot
product.
of meat.
It's a lot leaner, it's a lot juicier, it's less gristly. And earlier you did mention the M word. We do not use mincemeat. That mincemeat, that have people who've not got out of the building alive for using the M word.
You know what mincemeat is, right?
I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know what it exactly is.
They call what we call ground beef mince. So I think, like, I know you guys, what we call ground beef, you call it mince. So I'm guessing that's what he means by mince meat. I'm guessing he's talking about ground beef. So they don't put ground beef in this. They put
That's not as high quality. Probably.
yeah, they put I guess skirt steak.
Wow.
Is that in all Cornish pasties, or is it
Just
just
this company, maybe.
this company? Because I think that would be good, man. It has a little bit of gravy in it with the butter. Like, man, okay.
Bye, I'm leaving now.
You may have noticed that ingredients are all added raw. This is a rule when making Cornish pasty. Why? Because they will cook all together in their own juices when the pasty is baked. And since the rough crust will hold them tight, nothing will get out until you give a bite.
Oh,
It's almost time to close the pasties, and there is a specific technique.
Yeah, how
to
do they
it.
do
It's
that?
called crimping. Each crimper
That's
seals the
beautiful,
edges
too.
of the pasty
Yeah.
by pinching it at one side. Tradition calls for 20 crimps.
how does that dough hold that much
Each
stuff?
crimper's style is different. Each crimper's different. And when we cook in the pastries, you can sort of tell, oh, that's a Jenny crimp, that's a Rebecca's crimp.
Jenny crimp.
Yeah. And also there's a difference between the right and left-handed people, because the right-handed people
Go to one side.
end up crimping on the left. The left-handed people end on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're right-handed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they all have a different style for ending the pasties too.
That's where I come in. No crimping experience whatsoever, only walking in knowing that I'm right-handed. What's my style going to be?
Take the ends.
Both ends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's loaded. God.
Dude, yeah, like,
There's a lot
how do
of
they
stuff in.
fill all that in in
She is not being aggressive enough.
Close the other end.
Who,
Okay.
the host?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's falling off the side.
Yeah. Pull it over,
Yeah.
and then you keep pulling it over as you go along.
God. All right. So like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Oh, there you go.
actually.
There you
Better
go.
than mine.
Look at you
Look at
go.
her getting in
Who
there.
would have said?
And then you just keep going.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's not
pulling it
looking that
over.
as nice. Okay. You're not saying anything. So it means I'm not doing it right.
No, it's fine. It's just we do it that way, and you're kind of doing it backwards.
Really? Okay.
Because we stand like this. That's it.
Oh, okay. I always start off well, and then I kind of just get lost along the way. It's all right. So he has different personalities. I'm gonna pose with my honourable.
I think that looks pretty good for a first
So why do
timer,
you
right?
do a side crimp then?
So the original Cornish pasty, like back in the, many years ago, when the
Hundreds of
miners
years
were
ago.
working the mines.
Look at all the Marmite up there. On the shelf, look at the tubs of Marmite.
Do they use the Marmite in this for some reason? I didn't see any Marmite go
Maybe
in.
they have different flavored ones.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys. Do people like dip or
I mean,
I
it
guess
would make sense that they flavor them some with Marmite.
I guess maybe it's an option. I don't think they would cook it inside. I think it would be something they would put on the outside if they did. I don't know. Let us know in the comments, guys. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Was half sweet, maybe jam, and half veg.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
Yeah.
they used to take them down the mines with them, and because their
Half
hands
sweet.
were dirty, they would hold this
They
to
hold the
eat
crimp.
pasty,
Yeah.
and then leave
Oh.
that bit.
Oh,
Nice
it's like a
and
handle.
crimped. The pasties are finished with a glaze of oat milk and cow's milk for extra crunch.
Oh, that's interesting. Oat milk?
Oat milk and cow's milk, a mixture. Usually, I feel like a lot of pastry people would do like an egg wash to make it crispy and golden, but that's interesting.
So she said that they used to have half like savory and half sweet.
That kind of makes sense.
It's like a dessert for.
Yeah,
It's like
like
you
a
eat your
meal in
meal and
there.
then you have some sort of like dessert right after, and you're down in the mine.
Yeah.
This would be it looks like a very high calorie, like a very sustaining meal for lunch.
Yeah.
Cornish pasties bake slowly for about 1 hour to maximize the
only an hour?
flavors coming together.
Almost looks like a pot pie.
Yeah,
kind of,
that
but
looks
better.
good.
The bakery's been here since 1907.
Wow.
And there's actually 2 mine shafts directly under the bakery building itself.
Wow.
So it's not.
So it has been built on top of the
Yes, it's been built on top of 2 mine shafts.
Oh. All right, should we have a go?
Okay. Cheers to you.
So which way you eat it?
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, it's flaky.
Whichever way fits in your mouth. As they used to say before they called the men who were working the mines to let them know the pasties were ready, oggy, oggy, oggy.
I really
Oggy,
like this
oggy.
pastry.
It looks good.
It's nice and soft actually on the inside, but flaky on the outside.
That's right.
Yeah. Nice with the
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't
We would
taste
definitely have
like
to try that.
Oh, 100%.
Doesn't taste like mincemeat.
No, we don't use the M word.
How long would you wait to eat them?
Personally, I prefer a pasty that's been out of the oven for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
They'll stay warm for ages, and I like it so it's
So
just
like we were
warm
saying-
coming through, not too hot. You get all the flavour and the depth of the flavour then. So when you take your pasty, make sure it's been out of the oven for about 45
That
minutes.
looks really good, guys. Wow. I
bet there's so many different like takes on this.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a traditional one, which is what we just saw. But I bet there's so many like variations. Sweet, savory.
Yeah. I think I would absolutely love this, guys. And I can see why this would be a very popular thing, especially with miners back in the day. It looks like it's very high calorie, and it would,
And like
stay,
you said, it would
warm
stay warm a long
for
time.
hours, which is amazing. It's a way to just have this very substantial meal down in the mines. And I'm guessing people that
Other
weren't miners as
professions
well.
as well.
If you were out and about and you couldn't you needed something that was very
Hardy.
Yeah, hardy but hands-on. Like you couldn't just sit down with a knife and a fork and everything. This would be
to-go food.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the fact it has like a handle built in is pretty cool for I guess the miners that they had dirty hands or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I love this, guys. This is something I definitely will try I think you will too.
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
I think it looks great. Some steak and some potato, onions and all that. But I'd love to know if there are other variations on this. I wonder if people do chicken or if they do like pork.
Or is beef the only meat you would
Do they put
use?
bacon in them maybe sometimes? But this is something I know is very popular over in the UK. I think Ireland probably too. You guys do like a lot of meat pies. I have never once had a meat pie.
I haven't either.
Have you ever had a chicken pot pie?
No.
Me neither. I've never had any sort of meat pie. My grandma, she liked a chicken pot pie.
This isn't quite the same thing, but like shepherd's pie.
I've never had that.
I haven't either.
Oh,
but that's
okay.
a very popular UK thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to make that sometime.
I've literally never had what you would consider a meal pie or a savory pie of any type. I've only ever had just like regular, like, I guess, dessert pies.
Yeah.
Which I do love. I love a good pastry. That is the difference between Lindsay and I. Like, I love pie crust, and she loves pie filling. But I'm not even a big fan of the pie filling. I like the pie crust. I love a good crust on something. The flakiness, and this looks like it has that a lot. So I think this will be something I'd really enjoy. But guys, let us know in the comments, what do you think of Cornish pasties?
What's your favorite variation of it?
If they have variations, I'm sure they do.
I'm sure.
But yeah, let us know in the comments, what should we try when we come over? Should it be just the standard version we're seeing here with the steak and potatoes and onion, or if there's something else that's even better? But yes, definitely look forward to trying this. I think this would be amazing. It makes me wonder if Greg's had something like this, because I know Greg's.
Oh, I think they did.
Did you see Greg's with me?
We did, didn't we?
I did, but I don't remember if you, maybe I told you about it, because I feel like you did.
Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, but we'll definitely have to check out Greg's again if you haven't checked out Greg's. Greg's is a very popular bakery over there, and I think they might have something like this there. So, but guys, enough rambling from us. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others, and don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey to discover anything and everything about the UK and Ireland. Until next time, guys, peace.
Bye.